Alex, today we are drafting things that are bald. We are going to get 6 picks apiece. Maybe we go longer. I don't know. We'll figure out once we get there. But you're going to be starting us off. This is a snake order. So you're going to have the 1 pick. I'm going to have the 2 and 3. You will have the 4 and 5. You chose to have the first pick here.
I did.
Now break my heart.
Is Mr. Clean.
Oh, okay. Okay. My heart, not completely broken. Not completely broken. It's a good pick. It was on my board.
He's bright. He's exciting. He has a beautiful smile.
He ends up being lie.
Huh? Yeah.
Have you seen that commercial?
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, the dude, he has the moves, which I don't. I suck at dancing. Fun fact. But, that's okay. We're going to get there eventually one day. Maybe. Probably not. But anyways, he's always clean. He's cleaning, so he's useful. Granted, should I go Harrison Butker? We're not going to get there too early. I was about to say, like, Mr. Clean. Well, he allows people to enjoy cleaning because he brings a positive energy to something that isn't very fun.
It's mundane.
Yes.
All right. So with my number 1, I really thought you were going to take this one and it was going to break my heart.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the bald eagle.
That's a good one. Even though it's not bald, but it's called
They're
bald.
not bald, but it says bald in the name. Bald eagle. It is our national bird. It's a great looking bird as well. God bless America. Bald eagle is my number 1 pick. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little scared. I thought you were gonna go with bald eagle.
It's a good one. It is a very good one. I didn't even think about it. Probably would have thought about it though.
All right, now I'm gonna tell you how in the wheelhouse I am with this bald thing. Okay. With my next pick, and this is kind of like an RIP thing, because none of the people in this are dead. But I'm gonna go with inside the NBA. I'm going to go with Charles Barkley. I'm going with Shaq. I'm going with Kenny. I'm going with Ernie.
Oh, come on. That's a large amount.
I'm going with the show. The best collection of bald people. I'm telling you, I was thinking outside the box. I was like, man, I love inside the NBA. So many great bald men. Oh, Charles Barkley, you make me laugh. Oh, Shaq, you're so funny. Shaq, that's great. How can I get all these guys? I'm going to take the whole show, Alex.
All right. You know what? You forgot 2 of the best bald NBA players, but I'm not going to.
I had to risk it for 4, dude. I had to package this pick.
I'm not going to go back to back with Jordan and Kobe, so I'll have to choose one.
Those are obvious ones.
Yes, because we want some form of biodiversity here, right? We don't just want the same thing. Not biodiversity. What? I remember I was talking about biodiversity recently. I don't even remember why, but we need some diversity of opinions and of selections. So I will be going Kobe Bryant. So 1, love his mentality. 2, got to meet the guy. 3, RIP. Broke my heart seeing him unfortunately crash. Fun fact, he crashed a mile away from where I used to live. So, that's...
I don't think that's a very fun fact, Alex.
Not so fun fact, but it is a fun fact. But yeah, he's had an impact on my life. Went to Kobe camp. That's where I got to meet him. And then also used to train at Mamba Sports Academy, which is now Sports Academy. So that was pretty cool as well. So he has a personal impact on my life. And, that's, something that, at least for bald dudes, at least it's there. There's something there.
Real quick, I got to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. I absolutely love Underdog Fantasy because I love football. And now that the football season is far and away, it doesn't mean my betting season has to be, because they do all kinds of sports, whether it's baseball, basketball, esports even. They got you covered, whether that's weekly best ball or my favorite, higher lower on player props. So if you sign up at Underdog Fantasy using promo code Broshmo, then they will give you a first time deposit up to $250. That's right. That's right. So if you're gonna go and bet with Underdog Fantasy, use promo code Broshmo, take advantage of this offer, but please bet responsibly and bet within your means.
I'm gonna go a little off the rails here. Bald tires is gonna be my
tires
is gonna be my next selection, because it means 2 things: either stupidity or a hell of a fun time. Guys who are drifting, you guys know how often you have to replace tires. It's probably an expensive thing as well because either you're crashing into somebody or else you're having to get new tires. But it is one of the main reasons for a lot of these Instagram reels is people not taking care of their tires very well and they're losing traction. They're randomly slamming into people. But of course, at the same time, there's a lot of idiots that end up on Instagram reels rather than that. But if you guys see that in your feed, we have the same taste. But it's a great way to add a lot more entertainment is when you just see people who, want to have some fun, get to see some drifting, and then you get to see people gather around the drifters. And then sometimes people are a little bit dumb and get too close to the drifters, and then you get to see some fun pinball action.
I will say a very risque pick there, Alex.
Very risque.
I like it.
That was the first thing I thought about. I almost did my number one pick, bald tires.
All right. Well, now my pick has come here, and I have to go with Dr. Evil from Austin Powers.
That's a good one.
Dude, he is great. Probably one of the most iconic movies. The Austin Powers trilogy is amazing. Dr. Evil is a great character. I had to get him.
Okay.
I think I'm going to stick with movies because I think this one's funny.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Natalie Portman from V for Vendetta. When they shaved her bald. For one, that movie is sick. That is a great movie, V for Vendetta.
Yep. Okay. You want to explain a little bit more about why you want Natalie Portman bald?
Well, Natalie Portman is a very good-looking gal, and she I thought she did an incredible job in a great movie where she happened to be bald, halfway through. So, there we go. Okay.
I'll piggyback off of your themes because that's just what allows me to think. And I'll go to the robots in iRobot because those dudes were very entertaining. It's a great movie. Will Smith, love him to death. And, they can kick ass. They were basically better versions of humans. Not better versions, but better at everything than the majority of humans. And, it was very interesting seeing, what it's like to see if we do end up.
I think I've never seen your girlfriend, Alex. Is she AI?
Maybe.
Is she ones and zeros?
Well, she's a 10 to me, so technically. That was a good one. I like that one. That was a pretty good one. Okay. I'm trying to think of what my next one is going to be. But, I could just go back to humans being bald. You know what?
Seems like an easy one, right?
Yeah. I can't go with a dolphin, but I kind of think beluga whales are cute. So
they don't have hair.
They're bald. They don't even have.
Okay,
they look bald. They look bald. So I'll just say that I don't know. Do we count that or?
I'm gonna count it. It doesn't have hair.
I do. I have one more pick after this, right? Because I do have to look something up because I know what it is in my head.
I'm telling you, Alex. We could extend it too if you want to.
We need to keep it.
I have a lot of picks that I wouldn't mind going with, but you're right. For the integrity of the draft,
we can always say what we should have also included as a potential extension of the draft, because that's a good loophole. Man, I need to be a lawyer. Anyways, so
it's gonna be my pick.
Yep, beluga. They don't have hair.
This is tough, man. This is tough. There's a few great options.
Yep.
I think I have to go with this one just because I'm an anime guy. I do. I'm gonna go with Saitama from One Punch Man.
Okay.
He is basically if you're unfamiliar with the show, it's a parody on superheroes. He's literally a guy that finishes every fight with just one punch. And the whole show is just him trying to find, hey, how can I get a good fight?
Yeah.
But It's really good. It's really fun. It's really entertaining.
Yeah.
It's a good ball. And it's funny. He got his powers by working out, right? And he ends up going bald. And that's when he gained all that. So where there's baldness, there's strength. So I had to go with that one, man. I had to go with that.
Okay.
So, I got one more pick here.
Yes.
Man. There's funny. I want to go with funny so bad. But I think I'm just gonna end it strong. I'm gonna go with cue ball. The cue ball, you play with it in billiards. It's that white ball that you're constantly pounding around and hitting. Is become a name that we call bald people. It's basically if you're a bald man, you're gonna hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey there, cue ball. So I'm gonna end it with cue ball.
Man, I can't find the thing I'm looking for.
Shoot. What are you looking for? It's your pick now. I don't have any more picks. You might as well.
No. Because there was this lady who was like, her hair was ripped out, so she was kind of bald, and then she was going nuts. And I just
Britney
can't
Spears?
Could use that one. Britney, bitch. That's a good line. I might use that. I might have to opt for that. I could go just the standard druggie in Oregon, since we were talking about Portland as a potential city.
I do have suggestions if you would like to hear them. I told you, this was the list I had the most fun with.
You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay, I'll pitch some suggestions to you. Okay. So we could talk about people real quick. Of course, there's Michael Jordan. He's one.
Yeah.
Terrell Owens. There's Adrian Peterson. There's this really funny picture of Jerry Rice on the Niners where he was balled in. Like he had like kind of like
I could do you
braids, but they were like all back here. It was you should look up Jerry Rice bald in Raiders. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
There's also Mr. Freeze from Batman. There's Walter White.
Oh shit.
Bad. Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of a legit one.
So that's gonna be my choice, but let's continue on with the suggestions.
Okay. There's a couple of wrestling ones. There's Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's Kurt Angle. He's become a very popular meme recently.
Yep.
And then there's Sir Patrick Stewart.
Okay. Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis is a great one, actually.
Great one. But I will go Walter White.
Iconic.
So did you ever do a game called Water Assassins in high school? So basically, you're part of a team and you're given a list of people you have to shoot or hit with water. You have to do it outside of school grounds. There's some certain rules. One of the guys on my team, his dad ended up coming to my school and talking at a chapel or like one of our talks. And apparently he was the guy who pitched the idea for Breaking Bad to Sony. So that's why it was like, when you said Walter White, I'm like, okay. Like that's what I'm gonna choose. But Walter White's a fucking badass.
Dude, he's iconic, man.
Yeah. He and Bryan Cranston. Is his name Bryan Cranston? Wait, who's the other guy? Bryan Cranston, and then forgetting the name of the other actor.
The guy that was
that was Jesse.
Anyways, I'm really feeling like I'm thinking of what his name wasn't his last name like Pink something in the show?
Pinkman. That's his
Pinkman?
Jesse Pinkman. Okay, regardless, they actually went to a Total Wine and More that was like right next to where I was living when they launched their brand. Aaron Paul. Yeah. So both of them started their brand, launched it at a very local Dallas store. So that's also why it's pretty cool. Local to home. Right. I was going to choose you though. You know what? While I was debating before that, I was going to toss in a Manscaped reference.
Manscaped was also on my board.
Yeah.
But I was waiting for you to use it actually.
I know. It was going to be my last choice. And I was like, damn, I wasted a beluga whale choice.
Yeah, I know. I was like, beluga whale. Okay. Yeah.
You're like, it doesn't have hair. I'm like,
I guess most animals are bald. Then
I could have done a hippo, or All right. I'm not
All
gonna go. We're not gonna take this down a potentially destructive system.
Hold on. You gotta see this.
Oh no.
All right, I'm gonna share the screen.
Okay. Here, I will help out with the brand. I will assist. We'll take that out. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
You're just looking at a dude with the awful hairline.
Dude, well, he's bald now. He was bald in. You can't tell me this is iconic. This man went to the Super Bowl looking like that.
Yeah, that's pretty atrocious.
Look at that.
Dude, Loki looks like a ghoul I could have done the ghoul guy from Fallout.
You could have done Smeagol.
That's true. I wasted a beluga whale pick when we had all these other good ones.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought cue ball would have been nice, but then after I picked it, I was like, man, they were funny.
You should have done the Jerry Rice one. I didn't even think
I should have done the Jerry Rice. Dude, the Jerry Rice one was just so stinking funny, man.
That was interesting. You had a waifu tab open.
A waifu?
Mm-hmm. What's up with that?
Did I?
No.
Oh, I was like, don't tell my wife.
It's like, dude, like you're a man.
No, I was looking up Saitama.
You're a man of refined taste. I see.
Yes. I'm familiar with the hentai.
Yeah, it's like Manscaped waifu. Blue Chew.
You want to talk about tentacles?
Oh my god, that's hentai. Jesus.
All in all, man, I thought that was fine. So going back over, I'll go over my picks first this time. I went with Bald Eagle, Inside the NBA. I was pretty proud about Inside the NBA.
That's a good one.
Dr. Evil, Natalie Portman from V for Vendetta, Saitama from One Punch Man, and Cue Ball. You went with Mr. Clean. Honestly, Mr. Clean would have been like my second pick. I was always going to go Bald Eagle first, but Mr. Clean was the next one up. Kobe Bryant, that was a great pick. Bald Tires, you had to sell me on it because when you said it, I was like, that doesn't sound safe, Alex.
That's what's fun about it.
iRobot, Beluga Whale.
The Beluga, baby.
And then Walter White.
Was that
honestly Walter White, outside of Kobe, might be your strongest pick up there with
Walter White? I think is my best pick. But
that was a strong way to end it. Better than cue ball, if you ask me. But kind of is what it is. Man, Bald Jerry Rice was right there, and I said no. What was I doing, dude?
Beluga Whale was there ahead of Bald Eagle for me.
See, this is why you prep. I just sat down for 30 minutes last week after we got done with our stream, and I was like, I'm going to go ahead and make up some choices. That way, I could just go in and be like, I like that.
I would never think of Bald Tires, though, if I actually prepared a list.
That's wild. Yeah, I would have never thought of Bald Tires because, safety first. But